Good afternoon and welcome to this month's edition of Senior Living Options in Charlotte. I am Rob Wachter with the Wachter Group and J. Parr Carolina Living. Thanks for watching. Today, we're going to take you to the north side of Charlotte. We're just a stone's throw today from Concord Mills Mall, from Prosperity Village, and just a quick ride down towards the university area. And we are at a really fun and exciting community that we're excited to share with you today. Today we are at Sage at Highland Creek. Sage at Highland Creek, and we're going to talk to you about that and what that community is about here in just a minute. But as always, during this broadcast, if you have any questions from our partners or from us or about this community, just drop a comment in the comments, and at the end of this broadcast, we'll be answering those questions. If you're watching this recorded, just do the same thing, and we'll make sure we get back to you with the answers to your questions. So thanks for being with us today, and I want to start by introducing one of the agents that works with me on my team, Elizabeth Willis. Elizabeth?
Hi everybody, so excited to be here to tour. I'm Elizabeth Willis, as Rob said, lead senior real estate specialist for our awesome team. And just a little tidbit about me, I do have a master's degree in gerontology, which I think someone else here today does as well. And we're just excited to be here, love what we do, get to do it every day, and excited to do our tour today.
Great. Thanks, Elizabeth. And now, each time we do this, we have a co-host that joins us. And today, the co-host is Heather Porter with Synergy HomeCare. Heather, thanks for joining us. Would you tell us a little bit about Synergy?
Thank you for having me, Rob and Nicole at Sage Highland Creek. I'm thrilled to be here and tour today. Synergy HomeCare is a non-medical home care agency. We provide non-medical home care in the greater Charlotte area. A lot of times people say they need a nurse at home for their mom or dad. They notice some changes, but what they really need is a certified nursing aide, a CNA, and that's what we provide. A lot of times people can get a little bit of assistance to help them remain independent in their current home for longer. So our caregivers can help from 4 to 24 hours a day. Like I said, in the greater Charlotte area, they can help with things as simple as companionship, errands and transportation, medication reminders. We can help with grocery shopping and meal prep, all the way up to hands-on care, bathing, dressing, safe transfers, and also safety and supervision for Alzheimer's dementia care. A lot of times I said people can do better with just a little bit of help. One example would be a caregiver coming in, helping you to encourage you to get up and dress for the day, doing that safely, taking your medications at the same time every day, eating breakfast is just going to go all day long for you to have a great day, a better day, and a better quality of life. Again, I'm Heather Porter with Synergy HomeCare, and I'm thrilled to be here today, and I'm going to hand it back over to Rob.
Great. Thanks, Heather. And I'll tell you, as someone who's been through the need for that type of care with a family member, that specific type of supportive care probably gave my father 5 or 6 years of happy, healthy life in a nice environment like we're in today, as opposed to something else where he needed more care. So that means a lot to me personally. So thanks for joining us, Heather. So the next person to introduce is our host for the day, Nicole Hammond with Sage of Highland Creek. So Nicole, would you tell us a little about Sage and what we're going to be doing today?
Hi, yes. So I'm Nicole Hampton here with Sage Highland Creek. Sage Highland Creek is a 62 and up active adult community nestled here in subdivision of Highland Creek. We are, of course, close to Charlotte, kind of on the backside of Concord and Huntersville, so we're a great location here. I like to call it a community within a community since we are in the Highland Creek subdivision, and it is active adult apartment living. It's maintenance free. It's more of a concentrated group of your peers for those that are 62 and up. So just a great place to be if you want to leave the burdens of home and come to a place where you can be active and social, and also not worry about the burdens of maintenance and repairs and things of that nature. So.
Great. Well, thanks so much. And I believe I'm really excited to take a look at this community because just from where we're sitting here, it's gorgeous. So
I'm excited to show you.
Would you take us on a tour?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Great. Thanks.
All right.
So where are we? Let's start with where we are.
We are actually in the focus point, I would say, of our property here, which is our clubhouse. As you can see, this is huge clubhouse. It's 14,000 square feet total. So you have plenty of space to spread out and plenty of space to entertain yourself and your friends, of course, and to meet and greet additional people. We have 2 levels to our clubhouse. Here you will see we have a poker room or a card room. We also have additional seating space if you prefer to seat someone down here or meet with them instead of taking them to your apartment. We also have a seating area here, our community kitchen, where a lot goes down. I'll be honest with you. We have our Wine Down Wednesdays here every Wednesday. One Wednesday it's sponsored by management, and the opposite Wednesday it's sponsored by residents, and they do more of a meet and greet type potluck.
So what a great option to keep people social. I mean, I think that's one of the great things about communities like this, is people, rather than getting stuck in their home by themselves, have people and their peers to spend time with.
Exactly, and that again is why I consider this a focal point of the property. This clubhouse is massive, and it gives them a lot of options. It's pretty much an extension of their living space.
But there is some outdoor perks here too,
yes.
right?
Let's not forget about the outdoor space. Okay. We have the most beautiful pool area, and this is the Sage Highland Creek pool. This is more of a resort style pool, and of course we like to refer to this early on as kind of a cruise ship without the water, okay? So you have this magnificent resort style pool. We have just finished our water aerobics sessions here, which was a big hit at Sage. We had quite a bit of participation from our residents.
I hear that's terrific for people that are looking for low or no impact exercise.
It is. It's low impact. It gives them help with their agility, helps them move around, and they have a lot of fun. Last time I came out here, I think they were playing Vanilla Ice, and they were just having a ball, so it was great. Of course, if you're not that much of a participator and more of a spectator, you still have plenty of space around the pool to spread out and sit around, catch some sun if you'd like to.
Did I see a grill somewhere?
You have grills. We have some grilling space here as well over to the right. We have plenty of just conversation space. We have additional seating here if you wanted to sit out and read a book. There's some low lighting here. There's seating on the patio. And right across, you will notice that brick building. That is actually our fitness center. And that is open to our residents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the great thing about all of our amenities pretty much here, including this massive clubhouse, is even when staff leaves, the residents have access to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So they would get a key fob so they can enjoy this all the time. On the other side of this, what you can't see is we have another courtyard, which actually has walking paths. We have a pickleball court, which I hear from all of my residents and prospects that it's a big hit.
Pickleball is becoming far more popular than I would have expected.
It is. So we have a huge pickleball court there. We also have additional grilling stations, and we have a yoga deck that we can't wait to use.
Excellent, excellent.
So again, we're going to keep you fit here at Sage as well.
Well, I also noticed that there's balconies overlooking the pool area. So do each of the apartments have a balcony?
Each of the apartments here at Sage Highland Creek have a balcony, so you will have a view regardless of where your apartment is located.
Excellent. And it's a secure courtyard too, I noticed. It's no access to the outside, right? So that's good for safety and security.
That is correct. So this is controlled access at Sage anyway, but then around the pool we have controlled access gate as well.
Now, I did notice a lot of space out there, so does that mean that a resident could invite family over?
Yes.
And grill with them and spend the afternoon at the pool with them?
Absolutely. We encourage it, actually. And a lot of our residents, too, take advantage of that. They have their residents, their friends over, their family, grandkids sometimes, might come to say hello.
So 62 and up is only for the resident, not their guests?
62 and up is only for the residents, yes.
Gotcha.
We definitely encourage you to have your guests if you need to.
Okay. So tell us about this room over here. This is fascinating.
This is actually a favorite room here as well. This is our wellness room. And in our wellness room, we actually have Tai Chi that goes on every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. So they do Tai Chi here. They also do chair aerobics and some motion stretch. So just another way for you to stay fit, and it doesn't cost you anything extra.
Nice.
It's included with everything.
We love the word included.
We love included, right? We also have a new addition. They're doing line dancing in there now too, so that just started. So you might find a little bit of electric slide or some other things going on in there too.
So I see a kitchen area here. Is this, do residents come down here a lot?
So they do, and actually that's the wonderful thing about our clubhouse too, is it is not just for decoration. Our residents actually do use this entire clubhouse. This is the kitchen area. They have a lot of potlucks. They do football Sundays. So we'll come in on Sundays now and you'll see them sitting down here. They're screaming and yelling at the TV, sometimes screaming and yelling at each other, depending on who team they're going for. They have refreshments, hot dogs, hamburgers, maybe a little bit of wine, some beer every now and then. They just enjoy themselves. We always have refreshments out, so now you'll see these healthy donuts are here pretty much every day.
Excellent.
And cookies and coffee.
Good.
All
Great.
right.
Well, thanks. So I think the next thing you said you want to do is head upstairs to the model apartment, right?
Yes, we'll go take a look at the model so you can see exactly what the apartments have to offer. We do have restrooms on both floors as well, which is important. And we also have 3 elevators on site, which is also important.
I noticed that the decor is very modern. The colors are nice. The flooring is very firm and flat.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very safe seeming environment.
It is. And we also have a wonderful on-site maintenance team that keeps everything nice and neat for us. So we're
Excellent.
going to head up to the second floor.
So how long have you been here with Sage at Highland Creek?
I have been with Sage since February of this year.
Okay.
So February of 2021. And I have experience in senior apartment complexes, about 5 or 6 years. It's just my preferred group of people.
Absolutely. I understand that. I have the same preference.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe we're heading down this way, right?
Yes. All right. So here at Sage, we also have Valet Trash, which I like to point out. So you do not have to worry about taking your trash outside to a dumpster. We have Valet Trash.
That's
Monday
nice for
through-
a lot of reasons.
Absolutely. Monday through Sunday, you just sit your trash can out in front of your door and someone will come through and pick that up for you. So much easier. We do also have access to trash rooms just in case you happen to miss that trash pickup window.
I gotcha. All right, so how what about availability? I'm sure people are curious. Is it easy to get an apartment in a place like this right now?
Right now, we are about 72% occupied, so we're getting there. We
Okay.
just reached our anniversary date as of October 1. We've only been here a year.
Great.
But we're closing in on 100% capacity.
Okay, so
but we
you
still have
don't want to
availability.
wait. If this is something that
We
you are
still
interested
have a
in,
little availability,
you want to
just
come
a
down
little.
here. Great.
So this is our A3 charter, which is one of our most popular floor plans. It is 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It is approximately 811 square feet. And it gives you all of the comforts that you would have of home, but without the maintenance, okay? So you get these wonderful granite countertops. You get the deep farmhouse sinks. You get all of your stainless steel appliances. And of course, the floor plan itself gives you plenty of light, which is one of my favorite things about this unit.
It's gorgeous. Does everybody have to be 62 and a half to be here?
Unfortunately, and trust me, I tried.
So this is, I noticed one of the things that really struck me is the size of this bedroom.
It is a huge bedroom.
'Cause that's a
and
king-size bed.
That
right?
is a king-size bed. Just to give you an idea of how much space you're working with, king-size bed here, you still have room for your nightstands, you have room for a chair, and even a credenza or a dresser if you'd like it. One of the unique features of this, too, is that you have the ability to close off your bedroom to your guests. So because this is 1 bedroom, 1 bath, you do not have to worry about your guests coming in your bedroom to enter your bathroom. We have these beautiful double doors here, so you can close that off for privacy.
I see this is a really high-end bath, too. This
is a nice bathroom. Of course, you have plenty of space to move around, which is very important. We have the walk-in shower, so that's easy accessibility. You have a nice linen closet here. And one of my favorite things about this unit is the fact that your washer and dryer, which by the way are included in all the units, a washer and dryer, no additional cost. The washer and dryer being in the bathroom gives you additional privacy. So if you want to do your laundry while you're entertaining guests, you don't have to do it in front of everyone.
That's nice.
And it's close to this huge closet here, so you really have no excuse for not putting up all of your clothes once you're done.
So, and these are full-size washers and dryers. These are not those little stackable things.
That's right. And they do not have the agitator, which is great for your bulky items. That closet's pretty impressive.
And I noticed there's a linen closet here. It seems like there's plenty of storage in this
Plenty
room.
of storage. You also have the hallway closet here for your little odds and ends, and also to hang up your coats and things as you have guests. Again, like I said, plenty of light in this floor plan. You have a great dining room area. And I love that our counters are actually counter height and not bar height. So functionality there. So you'll be able to actually seat at the counter if you'd like. That gives you additional living space. And you have your patio or balcony here. And there's actually a storage unit off of the balcony as well, which is great. So you have additional space to store your plants or your Christmas trees or your mops, brooms, anything like that that you might need.
Excellent.
All right.
Great. So I see someone else has joined us for just a moment. Would you like to introduce?
So this is my partner here. This is Christine. This is actually our community manager, Christine Regal. Say hello.
Hey, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, hey.
We wanted you to be able to hear.
Much better, right?
Much better.
Well-
So Chris, can I just ask you, what's your favorite thing about Sage?
My favorite thing is the sense of community here at our property. Everybody has a great time and everybody looks out for each other, and it's really a great place to have fun and do lots of fun activities.
And we've noticed that already just meeting some of the people around here. People keep running up to us to tell us just how much they love living here. It's really exciting.
So where are we off to next?
I think we'll head back to the second floor of the clubhouse, right?
Okay.
There's a few more items there, and before we wrap up, and
Now, if you'll notice, with the exception of us, the hallways are also very quiet. Okay, so the good thing is these hallways are interconnecting. So regardless of where you are on the property, where your apartment is located, you have inside access to the clubhouse.
oh, that's nice.
So if it's raining, if the weather's bad, I don't know, every blue moon we might get a little snow down here, then you don't have to worry about going out in it to go down and have fun.
Gotcha. I know people do like to bunk down and stay inside once the weather gets cold in this part of the country.
That's right. So here we are on the second floor of our 14,000 square foot clubhouse here.
And I heard rumor there was something of a movie room available.
You might have heard right. We do have a media room here, and we have media showings or movie showings here. As a matter of fact, we're showing a great movie next month called Queen Bee, and we can't wait to get our residents involved with that. So we have this great media room here. Of course, you can pull down these room darkening shades. We turn the lights down. We provide the concessions.
Nice.
These are reclining chairs.
Excellent.
So you could actually watch the movie or maybe nap if you'd like to. And we turn on the surround sound and we put on the movie and they have a good time.
Excellent.
All right. It's a lot cheaper than the movie theater right now.
And a lot more comfortable. There's a lot of, it's hard to go to the movies these days.
It is. It is for a lot of different reasons too.
All right. So being that there are people here who seem to be so active, it seems like there's some other things for them to be doing too,
Yes,
right?
there is always something here at Sage to do. So this is our craft room. In our craft room, we actually sponsor craft nights. We have those throughout the calendar month. And we do different things in here. I think the last thing we did was fall crafts with pumpkins. They painted these little door hangers, door decor. We've done everything from paint and sip here. We've also done wreaths at Christmas time. So anything that you do in here, you get to keep. They have knitting classes in here. Every now and then they come up here and play Pekino. It gets a little wild.
I've heard something about Pekino.
Yeah, they love Pekino, so they'll play that in here too. So anything that you do again in here doesn't cost you anything, and you get to take it with you. So that's great.
Excellent.
And then this is our library. So we have plenty of books here. We also have a lot of donations that come in all the time of books and puzzles. Our residents love to put together the 1,000-piece puzzles. Not really my cup of tea. I don't have the patience for it, but they're great at it. So you'll always see a puzzle put together here. They come in and they just contribute at their leisure. We also have computer access and copier, printer, scanner in case you need it.
Oh, I bet that's handy for everything from, an airline ticket if they're traveling
Exactly.
to sending a bill to someone.
Exactly. It's almost the inevitable that you're going to have a computer at some point, and some of our residents don't have that, so we want to make sure that they have access.
Boy, I envy that, not having to have one of those.
Tell me about it, those days, right?
Well, it sounds like we're getting ready to wind up here, but there's one more room that I kind of near and dear to my heart because I see a piece of recreational equipment I particularly like there.
Yes, this room also gets a lot of use. And our ladies are pretty competitive on this pool table from what I understand.
Mm-hmm. So that is one nice looking pool table.
It is nice. This is our pool room. So a lot of people entertain up here, especially after our wind down Wednesdays. They like to follow themselves up here. The crowd, they like to play shuffleboard. I have not mastered this yet. I have no idea how this works.
Requires
but they love
some patience and a gentle touch.
They
Absolutely.
love it. And then where you see these lovely ladies here, we have our Scrabble on the wall, which everyone loves. The idea is just magnets on the wall. You don't have to worry about putting the pieces away.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for this tour. And this is a time on the tour, folks, where we're going to sit down and we're going to take some questions. So if you have been queuing up any questions for us in the comments, we'll be answering them now. We've had some emailed in, and we're going to talk a little bit about that now. So thanks for the tour. Again, if you're watching this on a recording, so obviously you can't put the comments in for us to answer right now, just put that question in there, and we will be happy to get back to you individually with the answers on those. All right, great. So if you pass that off to Elizabeth, Elizabeth is going to take a moment and go through any of the questions that might have come up.
All right. So first question for you, Nicole, is are pets allowed? A lot of times we get that question. It obviously varies per community. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So Sage Highland Creek is a very pet-friendly community. We have a lot of residents that have pets. We actually have a few sponsors that come in every week. Right now we have a pet therapy dog that comes in, which is great. They bring a lot of snacks and goodies. So yes, Sage Highland Creek is very pet-friendly. We actually have a redone dog park in the back that we just renovated. That dog park, it is fantastic. So if you have a pet, please apply.
Great to know.
Perfect. All right, next up we have a question for you, Heather. Let's see. So what would be kind of the first initial step to get started with home care if you think you or a loved one might need assistance either today or at some point?
So after you make your initial call and we kind of talk about what's been going on, you would just meet with our RN. A nurse would meet with you and your family, kind of just talk about a current health history and what's been going on, why you think you need home care, and how our caregivers may be able to help, and then they'll develop a care plan. So all the caregivers are working under the supervision of an RN, and they follow that care plan when they are there with your family member or with you.
Thanks, Heather.
Perfect. All right, next for Nicole, we have, if you could just give a quick little rundown for rent. What does the rent look like here?
So rent at Sage Highland Creek starts at about $1,581 per month. We have 1 and 2 bedroom units. 1 bedroom starting at about $1,581, and then our 2 bedroom units start at $1,979. So that's where we are.
One thing I've noticed working with some clients, that's not an exorbitant rent. That's pretty close to market rent.
That's right.
That's terrific.
Absolutely. All right, so Heather, have another question for you and Synergy. Is there a contract that you would put in place? So is somebody essentially locked into anything when they start services with your home care agency?
So with Synergy and most home care agencies, it's just a service agreement. There's no hard contract. Basically, you agree that we are going to provide services and you agree to pay for those services. You can cancel services with a phone call. You can have different cancellation policies from 4 hours to 24 hours. Some have a little longer, a few days or even 2 weeks, depending on the agency. Ours is just a 24-hour cancellation, and you won't be charged. So you can tailor the schedule to your needs. You're not locked into the original schedule that you chose. If you get into home care for a few weeks and notice, oh, well, maybe I want to add Tuesday, Thursday, or I don't need someone here in the afternoons and the mornings. I just need the morning. So you can just cut down to the morning. So it's a flexible schedule, and no, you're not locked into anything.
Thank you.
Perfect. And I actually have another question for you. Is home care covered by Medicare?
So that-
and if you could elaborate on the difference between non-medical home care and home health care.
Okay, that's a big question kind of in the general community, and the terms home care and home health care are used interchangeably, but they are actually very different. And Medicare does not cover our services for non-medical home care. We hope that one day that it will, but right now it doesn't, just as it doesn't cover assisted living or any for your living expenses when you're older. So we only accept private pay long-term care insurance, and there are some other agencies that will accept Medicaid and veterans benefits. But a lot of people do think that Medicare will cover a caregiver coming in to help you, and they don't. Home health care is covered by Medicare, and that is usually after a fall or a bad health incident that you need additional assistance at home, and your doctor will discharge you from the hospital or skilled nursing with an order for home health care. That is covered by Medicare, and it's a short period of time where you're going to have home health aides maybe come in once a week. An RN might come in once a week. But if you need non-medical home care to fill in the gaps, that's where our service can help.
And that's really important, especially with the frequency now we're seeing long-term health care policies. For sharing that.
All of the policies are different, and if you would like me to take a look at your policy, I'd be happy to let you know what it would cover.
Great. Okay, thanks.
Perfect. Thanks so much for breaking that down. Next question is for you, Nicole. What terms do you have as far as length in leases?
So right now we have short-term leases that range anywhere between 6 and 11 months, and then we also have 12-month leases as well. So of course the price of your unit is going to be determined by the length that you're here. There are some premiums on the shorter-term leases, but you have that option. So of course, if you wanted to try it out for a little bit, you definitely have that option. Come in for maybe 6 months and determine if it's, an active adult community, maintenance-free living is exactly what you want to do.
Perfect.
That's terrific to hear that flexibility.
Well, that sounds good. It looks like that's all the questions we have for right now.
Great.
And make sure if you guys are watching this later, feel free to put those questions that you might have in the comments, and we'll get back to those as quickly as we can.
Great. And I do want to mention that the Wachter Group, we have a special for if you're watching this and you are going to make a move into a community like this, mention this show that you've watched, and you will get a $1,000 credit towards your moving expenses to help pay for your movers, your packers, people cleaning up the house, whatever, when you list and sell your house with us. All right. So thank you all for giving us this tour today. I really appreciate your participation. And if, again, we appreciate you watching this, we'd love to talk to you about this community or any others you've seen. Look forward to seeing you on our show next month. Thanks for joining us.